Nobody expected a simple wildlife clip to break the internet. No celebrity face, no dramatic music, no words spoken, just a single penguin walking away. The video lasts only a few seconds, but once you see it, it refuses to leave your mind. A small black and white figure separates itself from the group and begins moving in the opposite direction. Not toward the ocean, not toward food, not toward safety, but straight into the frozen mountains of Antarctica. People paused, replayed it, zoomed in, shared it with captions like, "This is depression," or "This is what giving up looks like." Some said the penguin looked brave, others said it looked broken. Many saw themselves in that walk, silent, lonely, final. But here's the twist. That penguin was never supposed to be famous, and that moment wasn't staged, edited, or planned for emotion. It came from a documentary filmed years ago by a man who didn't even realize he had captured something that would later haunt millions of people. Because the truth behind that penguin's walk is far more unsettling than the internet ever imagined. To understand why this moment feels so heavy, we need to go back, not to social media, but to the harshest place on Earth, a land where survival itself is a daily gamble. Antarctica is not just cold, it is hostile, it is unforgiving. It is a place where even a small mistake can turn fatal in minutes. Temperatures can drop so low that exposed skin freezes almost instantly. Winds scream across endless white land, carrying nothing but ice and silence. And yet, this is home for penguins. From the outside, penguins look almost playful. The way they waddle, the way they huddle, the way they slide across the ice like children having fun. But behind that innocent image lies a life built entirely around struggle. For penguins, nothing is easy. Food is far away. Predators wait patiently. Weather shows no mercy. Every year, penguins travel impossible distances just to survive. They leave the ocean, their only source of food, and walk deep into the frozen interior for one reason only: reproduction, to protect their eggs from predators that roam near the sea. Imagine choosing hunger over safety, cold over comfort, risk over rest. That is not bravery, that is necessity. Different penguin species survive in different ways, but they all share one thing. They are wired to follow ancient instincts. These instincts guide them like an internal compass: where to go, when to stop, when to return. Most of the time, this system works perfectly, but sometimes it doesn't. The viral penguin belonged to a species known for being social, active, and surprisingly intelligent. These penguins build their nests using stones, tiny rocks that hold enormous value in their world. One stone can mean the difference between keeping an egg safe or losing it to the ice. They fight over stones, they steal stones, they guard stones like treasure. Their lives revolve around cooperation and constant interaction, which makes what happened next even harder to explain. Because one day, during filming, the director noticed something strange. A single penguin broke away from the colony. Not slowly, not confused, but with purpose. It turned its back on the ocean, the only place where food exists, and began walking inland, toward the mountains, toward nothing. Scientists watching the footage were stunned. There was no visible injury, no predator chasing it, no storm forcing it away. The penguin wasn't limping or panicking. It was simply leaving. This is where science steps in with a cold explanation. Experts believe this behavior may be caused by what they call a neurological failure. Penguins rely on Earth's magnetic field, the position of the sun, stars, and even smell to navigate. Their brains process all these signals together, like a living GPS. But when stress becomes extreme, hunger, exhaustion, illness, or loss, that system can break. Signals cross, directions flip. The penguin's brain may lock on to a false path and refuse to correct itself. No matter how wrong the direction is, the instinct says, this is the way. And once that happens, there is no turning back. But here's the part science struggles to explain. Why did this moment feel so emotional to humans? Why did millions of people see pain in that walk? Because penguins are not machines. They form bonds. They recognize partners. They mourn loss. Studies have shown that when a penguin loses its chick, it doesn't leave immediately. It stays. It calls out with strange, broken sounds, sometimes for days. Some penguins have even been seen trying to take care of other chicks, not out of confusion, but out of grief. So when people saw that lone penguin walking away, many asked a question science doesn't like to answer. What if it wasn't just a glitch? What if that penguin had lost something? A partner, a chick, a purpose.
What if that walk wasn't random, but emotional? The filmmaker who captured the footage later admitted something chilling. He said he wanted to intervene. He wanted to pick up the penguin and carry it back. But Antarctic laws are strict. Humans are not allowed to interfere with nature's course. So he watched. The penguin kept walking, step after step, deeper into a place where survival is impossible. No food, no water, no colony, just endless ice and silence. Eventually, it disappeared from sight. No one knows exactly how long it lived after that moment, but everyone knows the outcome. In those mountains, nothing survives for long. That's what makes this video so powerful. It isn't just about a penguin, it's about isolation. It's about what happens when the system that guides you breaks, when the path you trusted suddenly leads nowhere, when everyone else is moving together and you're walking alone, convinced this is the only direction left. People didn't share that video because it was educational. They shared it because it hurt, because it mirrored something deeply human. Burnout, grief, depression, the quiet decision to walk away. And maybe that's why this moment refuses to fade, because somewhere inside us we recognize that walk. We understand what it feels like to keep moving even when there's nothing ahead. But here's something nobody talks about. Nature is not cruel. It is indifferent. The penguin didn't make a dramatic choice. It didn't give up in a human way. It followed a broken signal in a world that doesn't forgive mistakes. And yet, the emotion we felt was real, because we are the ones who add meaning. We are the ones who see stories in silence. We are the ones who see ourselves in a small figure walking into the unknown. That viral clip became a mirror, not of animal behavior, but of our own fragility. And maybe the real mystery isn't why the penguin walked away. Maybe the real mystery is why millions of people stopped, watched, and felt something break inside them. Because sometimes the most powerful stories don't come from words or faces or fame. They come from a single quiet moment on a frozen land where one small life walked alone and the whole world followed with its heart. If you want, I can rewrite this even darker or more emotional, adapt it for Black celebrity or reality drama narration style, optimize it for YouTube retention and SEO, or localized tone for South Asian or Urdu-inspired emotional pacing. Just tell me.